why is an image important? Why do we need to have images to achieve our goals or to do anything? And how should we handle images? And how can we build our own image? That's what I want to talk about in this video. Let's just dive in and start with why are images important. Images are important because they give us a lead to how we can achieve things that we want. How can I walk the way? Let's say it like that. And maybe also to be a mentor. Images don't have to be great actors or great persons that everyone knows. It can be. But normally, a great image would be a mentor that you have, from that you can learn one-to-one, and that can help you to be a better self in your job that you're doing, in the thing that you want to achieve. If you want to be rich, maybe someone who's rich can help you. If you want to be a great doctor, the best doctors can help you, can be a mentor for you. And if you want to be a great actor, and so on. So that's why we have images. And what's the main part of this video is how can I choose an image? And the message I want to send to you guys is you don't just choose one image. You build your own image. So you say, I like this part about this person, so I want to adapt that. But the other things about this person can be terrible. You don't like his political ideas, you don't like his social ideas, but he is very good in the thing that he's doing. So I can learn from this point of view. For example, just an example, Andrew Tate, a lot of people hate him, and a lot of people say, and I don't want to say anything about persons that I want to speak about now. I want to be objective and neutral about anything. But if you look from an objective point of view, you can say, yeah, Andrew Tate does a lot of wrong things, and he is in jail and so on. But if you want to learn how to kickbox, he is a great mentor, I guess. He is a kickboxing champion. And if you would be, for example, a kickboxing guy and you want to be a champion one day in kickboxing, and he says, hey, I can train you, I can give you the knowledge that I have. And then in my opinion, you would be stupid if you said, no, I don't like the other things that you're doing, so I don't cooperate with you, I don't want to learn from you. What you should do instead is say, okay, I will learn everything that you know about kickboxing. But other things like your political ideas, I'm away from that. I'm not agreeing with you in this point of view or anything that you've done. But I can learn in this area from you. And the other areas, I should distance myself. And that's not easy. A lot of people, if they have one particular thing that they like about a person, they just say, okay, I will adapt the whole person. I like their achievements in medicine, so I will adapt this. And then, oh, okay, I don't like his political ideas, but I will adapt them anyway because I like this person. People tend to do that. And what I want to say is, try to difference people. Nobody is just good or just bad. So you should always try to get the good thing about a people, about an image, and try to adapt it. And try to learn in this point of view from this person, not the other points. You can disagree with the other points. You can say, I absolutely don't agree with you, and maybe you should go to jail for that, what you did. But I can learn from this point of view, and that's just an example. I don't want to be a kickboxing champion or anything, so yeah, just from a neutral, I don't want you to restrain yourself from learning from great persons just because they have other things that they don't do right. But as always, be careful, be very careful in this field. So let's go to my example, me as an example, how I choose or how I build my own image. First of all, let's start with the most important thing in my life, and that's medicine, being a great doctor, being a great researcher in the future. And therefore, I have one big image. Dr. Professor Sami from Hanover. He is a great, or maybe you can argue with that, he's the best neurosurgeon in the world, and also built his own clinic for neurosurgery, and therefore he is very, very good in the field that he's doing. And in the future, right now, I want to go into neurosurgery or neurology. I'm not sure about that, but right now I want to be a neurosurgeon in the future. So he's a great image for me. He is a great image. He is also Iranian, and yeah, but he's a great image. And I can say I don't know him as a person. I don't know what his political ideas are, but he's great in the thing that he's doing. And I also want to build someday, or that's a goal of me, to build a clinic or to build a innovation center of research for brain and for prosthetics and so on. That's a dream of mine. And he could be a great image of mine, or is a great image in this particular thing. So what I want from him is his expertise and his life work, his clinic. In these fields, expertise and life work, he is my image. Then let's go further. So my childhood doctor, I don't want to say his name, maybe he doesn't want it, or I'm not sure even if he's alive right now, but I hope so. And he is also an image for me in the aspect of patient-doctor relationship. Because as a kid, I always felt very good when I was with him, when he did his checkups. I don't know what he did. And I just always felt happy to visit the doctor with my mother, with him, to go to him. He gave me a feeling of very good feeling. I felt protected. I felt like he knew what he was doing. As a kid, that's very important. And therefore, he's an image in this particular case. I don't know if, right now I don't know if he's a great doctor, because I didn't know about his expertise, or yeah, but I did know, and I right now know, that he was very good with patients, and therefore myself at least. And therefore I want to adapt in this field from him, from the patient-doctor relationship. Another image of mine is Arnold Schwarzenegger. That sounds a bit strange, because right now I told you about two doctors, but what I can learn from Arnold Schwarzenegger are different things. For one, he lived multiple lives in one. He was the governor of California. He was the greatest bodybuilder. Maybe he is the greatest bodybuilder of all time. He is and was a great actor. People would say, yeah, that's one life, that's one life, that's one life. He lived it all in one. So if you have multiple goals, if you have multiple ideas how your life should be, you can do them in one lifetime. And that's something that I learned from him, and that you should always try to get every minute count. Every minute counts. You shouldn't waste any minute to achieve your goals like him. And also, if you get old, you shouldn't say, yeah, now I'm old, I cannot do bodybuilding or whatever sport you're doing anymore, and I don't have the physical opportunity that I had when I was young. You should say, yeah, I cannot do this thing right now. I cannot achieve this goal anymore. So I can try, but you can try another goal. You can try to build your own business, for example, or do another thing. And if you cannot walk, if you had an accident and you cannot walk, you can try something else. You can try to achieve another goal. And that's something that I learned from him too. Then we get to the next image, Muhammad Ali, here, another sportsman. He is, in my opinion, he is a great boxer, maybe the greatest of all time, with Mike Tyson eventually, or probably. But in my opinion, what I want to adapt from him is that he is standing for more than himself. He stands against racism and for a lot of things that I admire. And therefore, he isn't just there for himself or his job. He also get great messages through, and tries to help people, tries to stand up for other people. And that's something that I want to do too. Then let's get further. Cristiano Ronaldo, another sportsman. what I want to adapt from him. Where I could say he did things that you don't like, and he did things that you like. A lot of people hate him, a lot of people love him. But what nobody can deny is that he is very disciplined. Sorry. He is very disciplined, and so I want to adapt this from him. I want also be as disciplined as he is. And also I want his mindset that he always wants to be the best, and he always thinks of himself as the best, even though he maybe isn't this year or whatever. And in my opinion, you always should think of yourself that you have the potential to be the best, or you are the best, so that the ceiling of your achievements is high, so you can reach your potential. Maybe your potential is here, but if you would set the ceiling right here, you would never achieve your complete potential, if you understand what I mean. If you have your ceiling right here, you can reach the top of your potential. That's also something that I want to adapt or admire about him and want to adapt for myself. So that are my 5 images right now. Maybe I have other images too, but yeah, I want to be have the expertise and the vision like Dr. Saam, build my own clinic. That's what I want to learn from him, to be a great neurosurgeon. Then I want to adapt the patient-doctor relationship from my childhood doctor. Then I want to adapt the idea of living multiple lives, having multiple goals in one lifetime, use every minute of the day like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Then I want to stand up for other people, not just myself, get great messages through, like Muhammad Ali. Then I want also to be as disciplined as Cristiano Ronaldo and always think of myself as the best. That's my own image. I built right now my own image for myself, and yeah. But I want to have some other examples for you, some controversial examples right now. Let's get started. For example, you want to write a book. I want also to write a book right now, and I try to find some time for it every now and then and write on it. But yeah, for example, you're trying to write a book in this year and want to publish it, and yeah. And you say, yeah, I would like to have an image. Then you say to yourself, yeah, J.K. Rowling wrote a great book series with Harry Potter, and also was denied 11 or whatever times by publishers who said, no, I don't want your book. But then eventually she got a publisher who said, yes, we love your book, or we like your book. But then you say, yeah, I didn't like what she says about transgender people, and that I'm neutral about anything. I want to be objective and get through to all of you guys. No matter what your ideas on political things are or whatever. Then she will say, I don't like this person, this aspect, so I also don't want the aspect that I actually like and that I actually can learn from. In my opinion, you should say, okay, I distance myself from this part of this person, of J.K. Rowling. And the other part, I can learn something. I want to adapt something from her. And then you shouldn't deny yourself or restrict yourself from learning from her. You can learn from this, and you should be careful. Don't adapt the whole person, as I said already. Just focus on this part of this person and try to learn from this part of this person. Another example, Jordan Peterson. A lot of people love him, a lot of people hate him. As always, I'm neutral. But what nobody can deny, in my opinion at least, that he can articulate very, very good. He can articulate and speak, and speak very well, and has great gestures. And just if you even don't know what he's saying, just by seeing and hearing him, you say he speaks about something great. He speaks very academically, and I trust him, and I think he's right. So you can learn from him how to articulate, how to speak well, how to speak fluently. Don't have a lot of yes, yeah, I don't, yeah. You can learn from him how to speak fluently, how to articulate very well, how to have great gestures, and so on and so on. And so with that you can reach to other people, get people on your own side, try to convince them, and everybody needs that. If you have lectures, you need to do that in front of a lot of people. If you doing a video, you need that too. If you just talking to someone at a bus station, this could be very helpful to have to have the opportunity or the skills of articulating, of speaking very fluently and well, so that someone who hasn't the same opinion like you, or you're discussing something with him, so that you can help him, or you can get him on your side and you can convince him. And that's something very powerful, if you can get people on your side and if people trust you. A great professor with a lot of knowledge can be as great as he wants, but if he can't convince his patients or his pupils that he is great, that what he knows is right, then all the knowledge is for nothing, because you need to get this knowledge also to the people with all of these things. So you can say, I had everything about him, about Jordan Peterson, but this aspect I can learn something from him. And that's the whole message of this video. Don't deny yourself of the possibility of learning. Always try to learn. And if you have people who everybody, I think if you think about it, you're conflicted with everybody that you know. And you always should try to say, yeah, those parts I don't like, I distance myself from them, I don't want to adapt them, and you should be careful in this point. But in this aspect of this person, I want to adapt, I want to learn from him. And yeah, just be careful, don't falling in the trap of adapting the whole aspect of a person. If you just like this aspect, you should always try to restrain yourself also to only that aspect. And also, you should build your own image. You have multiple goals, you have multiple things that you want to improve about yourself, and for each goal maybe you should get a great image. You want to articulate very well, you could get Jordan Peterson. You want to be a great cardiothoracic surgeon, maybe you should look out for the best cardiothoracic surgeon there is in your region or in the world. And if you want to write a book, maybe someone who just published it in your family, or maybe J.K. Rowling could be a great image. Or if you want to be disciplined, Ronaldo could be a great image. So you should build your own image, like I did in my example earlier in the video. So as always, I wish that you like the video. If you have anything, you can write it in the comments. Maybe you can write your own images in the comments. And I would be very happy if you like this video and subscribe for other videos.